You're watching the Batter Fans Network.
The Herons are back. Beards talking balls, rapping pink and black. Coming live from the 305, it's official tissue. The Batter Fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, to Ben Cram, Noah, Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. Free 99, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get hurt again.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 326 of the Batter Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Granada, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
Better late than never, baby.
Well, I mean, you were literally on time. As you guys saw him pop up on the screen, that's when he got into the room. So perfect timing, Chris. Life got in the way for both of us, actually. We both got here a little late. Yeah. But we're here now, and we're ready to talk a little Herons. We got a lot of stuff to talk about because this is going to be stuff that we're going to talk about that happened a week or two ago that we just haven't had a chance to talk about because there's so much football going on. Yes. But let's start with the news of the last 24 hours or so. Messi officially injured, right? Everybody's like, oh, the team's not transparent. We don't know if he's injured. No, they're letting us know he's injured. He's missing the two upcoming World Cup qualifying games for Argentina. He's going to miss the game against Uruguay and against Brazil. So let's start there, Chris. Messi. Oh, wait. Before in the chat, I don't know if you got to see. Well, you just got it, so you didn't see. I posted this. I posted the title, and people are like, "Oh my God, let's stop talking about this. It's not a problem." It's a pain in the ass coming up with titles for every single episode. I'm just going to start titling them just episode 20, 326, 327, 320, because you got to come up with something. I'm sorry. Messi injured. Should we worry? I didn't think it was that serious. I didn't think it was that big a deal. Chris, your thoughts on Messi being injured?
Well, one angle I think I want to bring up is some people are mentioning that Inter Miami used this game against Atlanta to be able to say, well, he got injured in the Atlanta game, the turf, whatever the case is. Yeah, go ahead.
My brother was at the game, and I was just at my brother's house 2 hours ago, and he showed me a video, and I could text him and ask, but he showed me a video of him when they're walking out, right? When they have they hold the kids' hands or whatnot, and he's constantly grabbing and massaging his leg and almost grimacing. And my brother showed me that, and I don't know if he recorded that himself or if that's a video that's circulating online, so I don't know if anybody else has seen it. But I'm going to ask him right now. I'll text him.
But this is before the game.
Before the game, right. So
yeah,
he's had discomfort of some type even before
the game. There might be some truth to the fact that maybe they utilize this game to sort of decide, well, perfect timing. He won't be able to report for Argentina, and he'll miss some time due to this injury, right? Because this injury could have happened before the last two games, right? Because Messi did end up playing against against Cavalier at Jamaica. He did end up playing against Atlanta at Atlanta. And so, but before that, he missed a couple games, right? So here's the deal. Did the injury happen before and they just used these two bad pitch games?
If he's injured, they're not throwing him out on turf in Atlanta. Just hey, just play 90 minutes so we could blame it on Atlanta. And my brother just said that it's a video that's going around online.
Okay. So, I mean, look, I get it, right? I mean, look, you want to protect your biggest asset. And by far and away, Inter Miami's biggest asset is Messi. Absolutely. And if we can be able to manage playing good football without Messi in the meantime, in between time, then, I think that's something that the team is okay with. Obviously, we'd love to have Messi for every single game.
So I guess that comes down to the question that I was going to ask. Are you worried?
I mean, look, Gus is here saying, listen to you, Chris. He is injured and go into play. Look, I mean, Gus, I'm not telling you that, yes, he's injured, throw him in, and let's use this as an excuse, but let's not front here, Gus, and a lot of other people. Athletes are athletes. They're competitors. They want to play. whether they feel a little, pain or a little, discomfort, they're still going to want to play. There's tons of athletes that play through injuries.
I guess there's two ways to look at it, right? Like, if you want to look at it as, are you worried about Messi as far as his career goes, right? Like his long-term health, how far he's going to be playing, because this is a recurring issue from every season. Everybody in the chat keeps saying it.
Yeah.
And then you could also look at it as, how do you feel about the team overall, right? The Messi aspect aside, do you think the team's going to suffer without Messi? Because I guess those are the two things we're looking at right now. So as far as Messi goes, yeah, it's a little worrisome, right? He's getting up there in age. This is a recurring issue. I think, yes, and everybody's saying that he'll be back. And yeah, I'm assuming back. I think he's going to take a long time off. I don't think we see him for another month at least, honestly. But I think he'll be fine. Well, as far as the team aspect, the team without Messi for the next month, let's say month and a half. I'm just throwing out a number there, right? I have no idea. He might be back against Philadelphia. Who knows? But I'm just throwing a number out there. Let's say the next month. How do you feel if you find out he's going to be out for the next month?
So, all right. So now you got me in a catch-22 here. Double-edged sword, Danny. If I say we're fine without Messi, everyone in the comment sections, I can't even keep going because they're already writing as we speak in the future comment section 12 hours from now. Of course, without Messi, we're gonna take a hit in terms of not having the greatest player of all time play on your soccer team.
Right. And then everybody's saying a month, big question mark. I'm not saying he's gonna miss a month. If I was the team doctor, I'd give him a month. Yeah. At what point? Why rush him back? If this is a recurring issue, let's wait until you are 101% ready to come back. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to say I don't think he comes back for the LAFC series. I think the soonest we see him back is if we make it to the semifinals of CONCACAF Champions. I think he'll be back for that. That's what I think. I think he plays against either Pumas or Vancouver if we beat LAFC. I think that's the first time you see him back. And that's just me just putting it out there. I really do think that's when he'll be back. Because I do think that he should rest. Like, get the rest. You get back to 100%. All right, I'm sorry to cut you off, Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you as well. Like, look, we're taking a hit without him, but can we manage well without him? I think we can. I'm not here saying that we're, light years ahead without Messi, because that's awful to say. But I think that we'll be fine without him in the meantime, in between time. So, and Amanda's agreeing with you. That's a legit theory, Danny. I mean, look, Sean is saying we won't see him until right before the Club World Cup.
No, because
that's too far.
The Club World Cup, that Champions Cup is done by then.
Yeah,
Champions Cup, I think, is the number one goal right now.
Oh yes,
and LAFC, even though they just recently won yesterday. And we'll be talking about that tonight on Battered MLS Fans. Chris and I are going to do an MLS Fans show tonight. Even though they just won, they haven't looked good this year.
Yeah.
They're a very boring team. They play a low block. They have no imagination. They don't know what to do with the ball. They're not a good team. I think Inter Miami should be able to beat LAFC without Messi. But put us up against Pumas from Liga MX, we need Messi. I think that's... he won't miss that. If we make it that far, he won't miss that. At least I don't think so.
Well, Rubita is saying, but nobody knows what his problem is. Can you estimate how long will he be? Will he need? That's one of the problems. They don't say anything. Well, Rubita, this is the first time in a long time that we've gotten a Baptist Health South Florida update from Inter Miami when it comes to Messi. So,
but he said that it's minor.
As you will. Yes,
he said that it's minor in the little post that he made on Instagram when he said that he was going to miss.
But it's not him. Like, there's no way he's managing his own account, right? Like, there's no way.
What celebrity does? No celebrity does.
Man, it's your name, buddy.
No big time celebrity does.
So there's no chance he manages his own profile, right?
Of course not.
Like, he's not managing his.
But he signs off on what's going to be put out there. You think that people could just write whatever they want and then he just reads it afterwards? No.
I mean, I would expect that he does have some sort of say in his own Instagram page.
He knows what they're quoting, what they're putting up for. But yeah, I don't think. I think that Miami will be fine as far as the regular season goes until he comes back. They can keep it afloat. I still think that they could beat most MLS teams because this team is pretty stacked. when it comes to the international tournaments or the playoffs, we need Messi for those.
So Rick A is in the X-ray room or the MRI room with him, allegedly. Said it was. It said it was actual tears on the fiber from the muscle, so it could be 3 to 4 weeks, allegedly.
Well, that would put us at, like I said, at semifinals for CONCACAF champions, which is what I think is the most important thing here. I think the most important thing is that I think that's the priority right now, is getting ready for Champions Cup, and I really do think that he'll be back for that.
And Rick A says that was from the Post. Laugh my ass off, not me. Allegedly, Rick A is reporting. Confirmed. And Mr. Krabs, this is mean. Donate my fat leg and give it to Messi. My fat leg is in no way, shape, or form able to run 90 minutes on a soccer pitch. So you do. If I do that, you're completely cooked, Messi.
Let me tell you something. Chris went out there to play soccer with me on Sunday. Chris likes to play like he can. He can get down. He can get down.
No, Mr. Krabs thinks I'm like a walking sack of potatoes. Augustine is saying, is Rick A the team doctor or what? Look, I don't know, but allegedly he saw the fiber tears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, allegedly.
And I got somebody here that's doubting that we could be LAFC.
Oh man, Love Logic, you're wiling, bro.
No, look, I wouldn't put it past anybody. Anybody can beat. I mean, did we really think that Atlanta would beat us? Right? Like, it could happen, but I doubt it. LAFC just hasn't looked good this year. I don't think that's happening.
We could cook with some Santi Morales here, according to Soccer Daddy. Santi Morales at the 10. Oof, that's nice.
I don't think that's happening. All right. So
it's creative. It's really good.
We're 8 games into the season. How are you feeling 8 games into the season? We are undefeated. We've won 7 of those 8, right? Because the only draw was against NYCFC to start the season. How are you feeling so far with Mascherano and the team in general? Because that's a month into the season. I felt like we were all pretty confident going into this season. But things change, right? Messi's finally injured. Suarez picked it up because people were still doubting him for some reason, even though they know he's eventually going to come through. The young guns have looked as good as we thought they might. The defense has looked good. Bright has taken the Ilndo starting spot. All of this has happened within the first month, the first 8 games. How are you feeling? And by the way, we played 9 games. If you count that last preseason game on February 14th, we played 9 games in 30 days. So it was a wild start to the season. How are you feeling 8 games in?
I'm happy with
the same thing.
Yeah, I'm happy with the last 8 games. And you're talking about Suarez. Suarez has been a bigger contributor than a lot of people anticipated. Again, everybody thinks that he hit this roadblock. Listen, I don't know if you guys play FIFA, but they just came out with a 90 rated FIFA card for Luis Suarez. Okay, get on the ball, guys. All right, wake up. Okay. So, and Mez is saying the same thing that a lot of people, at least the knowers, knew. Says, I always trusted Suarez. People overreacted. And Rubita saying Suarez is an injury playing. I mean, look, Suarez, he's out there. He's out there to get it. So I'm super happy. And Soccer Daddy's saying that new card is fire. It is. I just unlocked it. You got to do 4 challenges, by the way. And but yes, that card is fire. And I'm super happy with the first 8 games. Undefeated, Danny. I think you can't ask for anything better unless you just get all wins.
Luis Suarez in 8 games has 8 goal contributions.
Yeah. Oh.
4 goals, 4 assists.
Sean is just being a little nitpicky here. Says been a great 8 games, but there's been some coaching things I didn't like. Cavalier home game. But I think that Mascherano kind of got caught with his pants down kind of deal. Other than that, I think Mascherano's been better than anticipated. And obviously the ceiling wasn't as high for his expectations. But a lot of people are liking him over Tata, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was similar what happened last year and this year. The difference being that we did lose to Montreal. Somebody
Yeah.
corrected me on the comments in the chat a couple weeks ago. But we were in the quarterfinals of the CCC, and now this is what Mascherano has to cook, right? Messi's down, and we're in the quarterfinals now. And also Mascherano kind of shows that he's better than Tata.
Absolutely, Danny. And Augustine says it right here. KBD's FIFA arguments are just irrefutable. Just don't check my Twitter account.
Miami Kings asking if Baltazar and Obando will be available, I guess, by the time we start playing again. I'm not sure. By the time we play against LAFC, Baltazar might, because they announced him a couple weeks ago already. I would assume that he should be good to go by the time we play against LAFC. Obando, I have no idea. They haven't announced him. I don't know what's going on with that kid.
Listen, Baltasar got dropped off in a shipping crate like a month ago. Okay, that's how far back we are with these rumors.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if he doesn't play in the next game or two, then yeah, it's that whole visa crap, and it's just a mess. I mean, Danny,
the window for the transfers ends on April 23rd, so they have another 4 weeks to kind of finalize everything. That's still have plenty of time.
Yeah. And this is a good question. Danny Scheme is asking who is to credit for our amazing defense this year. But the weird thing, Scheme, is our defense wasn't awful last year.
Mm-hmm. I think our second half defense, when Bright started playing more consistently, is when our defense started picking up last year. And I think the fact that we have better players now back there to defend. Because last year, when we started the season, we didn't have Freire yet, because Freire came in, I want to say,
a little
during
later.
March.
Yeah.
So to start the season, we had Christoph, I believe, as one of our center backs.
Yes.
We had Yedlin as our right back to start the season.
Yes, we did.
Even though he didn't play horribly. But so, I mean, we did improve defensively. Defensive tactics, they're saying that they were bad, but I saw Kadari saying that they were bad. But I mean, I think that Bright has really helped out, because last year, towards the latter part of the season, our defense wasn't looking as bad as it did the first half of the season. I think Bright helped out a lot in that midfield.
Listen, September 30th, 2023, when we played against NYCFC, our lineup back then was Toto Aviles, Christoph, and Kamal Miller.
Yeah, but that was 2 seasons ago now.
Yeah.
That was 2 seasons ago. But yeah, we look. I think our defense has just overall looked better, and we don't. When you look at our depth at on the back line, because there were points where how many games did Busquets play at center back? Like, that's how thin we were back there. Yeah. When you're playing a high line and you have people like Busquets playing center back, you're gonna get beat on the counter. This year we don't have that issue. So yeah, you can say tactics, you can say whatever you want. But I think personnel helps a lot also. And the fact that right now we have 2 spots at center back and we have 3 players that we can't really decide, right? Like, some people say, oh, it should be Toto and Falcon. Some people are saying it should be Falcon and Allen. I've heard some people say it should be Toto and Allen. Even though I feel most people want Falcon back there. Like, that's a good issue to have. When David Martinez is your 4th string center back, that's a great problem to have. So I think we're the personnel helps a lot also. And having a sweeper keeper. I know I talk big about Drake because I think he's a good shot stopper. But the fact that whenever they try to beat us on the long ball, we have Ustadi back there that is consistently running out of the box to clear balls. I think that helps a lot also. So there's a lot of factors I think that have helped the defense. But the season is young. And how many good offenses have we really played yet? NYCFC isn't a high-powered offense. They just score in their sandlot. Charlotte isn't a good offense.
Yeah,
Atlanta,
better.
Atlanta is supposed to be. It's okay. All right, they're okay. They haven't lived up to the hype yet. And who was the 4th team that we played? Kansas City sucks. Cavalier, unfortunately, isn't that good. And there's one more team that I'm forgetting. So we haven't necessarily played against great attack-minded teams.
Atlanta.
Well, I said Atlanta, Charlotte, NYCFC, and I'm forgetting
Houston Dynamo.
Yeah, Houston isn't good either. So we haven't necessarily played against great attacking teams either. So we'll see. We have Philadelphia in a week and a half. That one should be interesting.
Well, February 21st, 2024, Danny, we had our center backs, Tomas Aviles and Christoph.
Mm-hmm.
And we did have Yedlin back then. We also had John Mota. We also had Lawson Sunderland. We also had
Yeah, but you're talking preseason, though.
Schneider Borgelin.
Yeah, but you're talking preseason, though.
We also had Boatwright.
But we still have Boatwright.
Yeah, we do. And I'd like to see him from time to time. If you could sprinkle him, Mascherano. I don't mind that. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of looking through some of the past.
Besides Philly, what's a good attacking team? Vancouver.
Yeah.
Let's see, what's another one?
San Jose.
San Jose has been pretty good.
They're serious. They're serious so far. Find out on the MLS channel. You want to answer to that? Find out on the Battered MLS channel tonight.
Yeah. Since he's dangerous with Evander and
they can eat him back. They got 0 goals last game. This is the MLS. Save that for the MLS show, Danny. Get out of here.
We can have that conversation on the MLS
guys,
show.
You guys want to be part of that conversation? You got to come tonight.
There's some good attacks out there. There are Galaxy, unfortunately not. It's Gabriel Peck because everybody else is half dead. So, all right. And I want to talk New England Revolutions on the new show because Chris was so hyped about the Revs. You know that they scored 1 goal all season?
And it was without Campana.
No, you know who scored it for them?
It was
Thiago Martins for NYCFC. It was an own goal.
That's right,
the only goal they've scored this season so far. Anyway, we'll be talking about that in the MLS show. Back to the top end.
Stancy, come on.
So first 8 games, everybody's feeling pretty good. Now, I want to get into that hypothetical real quick. You were just bringing up the roster that we had last season when we started. Borgelin, Christoph, that was our roster, right? Those are players that were getting minutes because we weren't very deep last year. This year's team is light years. Like this, and people were saying that last year's roster was one of the greatest rosters ever assembled in the MLS. No, this year's roster is hands down the greatest MLS roster ever assembled. And that's not hyperbole. I mean it. I'm saying it. And I think that this team is light years ahead of everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't mean that they're going to win it all because in sports, things are weird. But the roster is so much better than everybody else.
Well, I mentioned that in the beginning of the season that this was quite possibly the best off season that we've had ever, really. And that's considering that year that we picked up like 19 players. Remember that? So,
well, the reason I bring that up is because hypothetically, we have the Barca 4, which is fucking great, right?
Yes.
If hypothetically we didn't have Messi, Suarez, Busquets, and Alba, right? Luckily we do, but let's say hypothetically we didn't. This team, in my opinion, is still a top team in the MLS.
Yes.
If you start from Mustari, right, sweeper keeper, you have Freya right back, Noah Allen left back, Falcon and Toto Aviles as center back. You have Bright and Redondo, Segovia as your 10. You have Fafa on the right. You have either Taylor or Baltasar Rodriguez, if he ever shows up, on the left. And then you have Allende possibly as striker or Obando, and then you can move Allende back at right wing. Like this team, this is without our 4 best players. And then you still have Kremaki on the bench. You still have Ruiz on the bench. You still have Gressel on this team, which we don't know why, but he's still on here. Robert Taylor could probably be a bench player. Look at this squad without our 4 best players. And tell me that we shouldn't win absolutely everything. This team is ridiculous.
Yeah, MLS has no chance. I mean, look, me personally, look at that. Mez is saying Inter Miami will win Club World Cup. Listen,
I don't know about that. I said MLS standards. Okay, I said MLS.
Listen, Rick, Danny's cooking with some extra sazon tonight. Okay, I'll tell you this. I probably would have put what happened. Do we get Redondo without Messi?
No, that wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that any of these players come if those other 4 guys aren't here. I'm saying that just looking at the roster, removing the 4 best players, our team is still stacked. I understand. Redondo doesn't come if Messi's not here. Segovia and Allende probably don't come. I understand that, okay? Ustari's not here if they're not here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just removing them from the roster and seeing what's left over. Absolutely.
Hold on, Danny. Hold on, because I have to do something here. Okay, this has to be done, just in case. Messi disclaimer. So those of you viewing, this does not mean we're saying that this team is better without Messi. We are hypothetically speaking, if Messi, Busquets, and Alba and Suarez are not available. Messi disclaimer.
This is still a great team.
I just have to throw that out there, Danny. We have to. We can't do that. You're throwing us into a field of landmines, buddy. I would take Fafa out and I'd put Gressel because he's a crossing master.
The only reason I didn't put Gressel is because I really do think he's gone.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, at this point, I do think that he's gone as well.
He's gone. Robert Taylor, he's technically injured, right? Like, we don't know what's going on.
He's probably gone too.
He might be, but we haven't heard it. But Gressel is gone. He said it on his podcast that they're like working out on a trade. So Gressel's gone. That's why I didn't bother. But this team is stacked, man. Yeah. Like this roster right here. Could you imagine Allende, Segovia, Fafa, and if Baltazar is as good as people say, or Obando, and they live up to the hype with Bright and Redondo? Because Redondo, I think what holds him back is the fact that he's the same player as Busquets. If he had somebody, if he was playing next to Bright, maybe he could flourish like people are expecting, like I'm expecting him to. And then the defensive back line, like, I don't know, man. This team, it's going to be disappointing if they don't come out of here with at least 2 or 3 trophies.
Hot take by Sean Callahan says, take Segovia and Redondo out and replace with Duke and Gregory / Arroyo, and we still have a top 5 MLS team. How about that?
No, you can't. Bryce Duke, you know.
Bryce Duke is a 10, baby. He's the 10 in the Great White North.
Yeah, how many goals did they score yesterday?
I'm just saying that's a jersey number he's got. I didn't tell you he's doing great. He actually had a really nice shot on goal with a free kick. A little sexy Bryce Duke free kick action, huh?
Well, I just wanted to put that out there, and I guess I got into the expectations about how I think that this roster, this team should be. And I'll let you finish that off, I guess, there before we move on about expectations. No, Pozuelo, no. Oh wait, Pozuelo. I was thinking.
You're about to get blown away, buddy.
I was thinking Pizarro. Yeah, Pozuelo's a baller. I was thinking Pizarro.
Yeah, and then Mike V is saying, Danny said Redondo's really bad. He should be sold.
I never said that.
Expectations, that team, the expectation would still be high.
Still
be great.
But with the 4 guys we have, I'm just saying, like,
yes,
just with everything we just talked about, Messi's injury, the first 8 games, looking at even what they look like, even without the 4 best players, should our expectations be changing? Because I'm feeling as good as I did before the season. I'm still saying Champions Cup. I'm still saying MLS Cup.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the expectation stays the same. There's no changing in that.
And then Mess said, you said you wanted Suarez to be sold in November. I never said I wanted him sold. I said I never wanted him brought back.
You need to be careful, Danny. Hold on. Let's not, come on. Okay, guys.
All right. So something that we didn't talk about a couple weeks ago, and I think you had. I don't see the picture up here anymore. I thought you had put it up here. The third kit.
Yes.
I don't know. It's not there anymore. The third kit. It finally leaked what the third kit was going to look like, and it looks like. Yeah, I know, Sergeant. I know it's the same. I was joking, man. It looks. I liked it. Some people thought that it was a little plain. They didn't like the blue. And Mez is asking if it's leaked. Yes, it was leaked like a week or 2 ago. I think Chris is putting it up right now. At least he's looking for it.
I can't find it. You can't find it anywhere.
You can't find it. Okay. And while Chris is working on that, I did not say he's cooked. I'm the one that keeps saying, I don't know why everybody keeps thinking that he won't do well. He's gonna keep scoring. He's gonna keep assisting. Now that I don't like his personality, that's a different story. But he's a baller, and I don't know why people keep doubting him, because he's gonna keep balling.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. Got to give me a little bit.
Oh, Chris dropped the ball. I apologize, everybody. I thought that Chris had it.
I didn't.
So I guess Okay, well, while you do that, let's skip over to the next topic and we'll go back to that. U.S. Open Cup. IMCF 2 is starting off this week. I don't even know who they're playing against. I think it's like Miami Evolution or something like that. I don't know. Miami something.
Miami United.
Miami United. Thank you. Miami United. Now, I was kind of curious in the chat. Are any of you, and for those people asking, the color is blue. Chris will pull it up. Are any of you going to the game? Because I know a lot of people say that they love the Open Cup. The Open Cup is being played. IMCF2 is playing against Miami United. I'm wondering how many of you guys are making it out to the game, because I won't be. But I was talking to Chris today, and if IMCF2 plays against Miami FC at FIU Stadium, which is not that far from my house, I will definitely go, because I'm not going to those games just because they're so far. But if they're close by, I will happily go because I found it, Chris. If you want, I'll just do it.
I already did it. I already got it up there, Bobby.
Okay. All right.
But let's finish this topic real quick.
Yeah. I really want IMCF2 to do well in the Open Cup. I think it would be absolutely amazing if they could make a deep run with the IMCF2 squad. I really think they should throw Drake back there. Could you imagine they just throw Drake and Gressel back there? F it. Why not? They're not playing anyway. Might as well.
Yeah. Might as well kill everybody with them.
Could you imagine?
Throw Taylor out there? Oh, my gosh. Taylor would look like a Jordan.
No, because they're playing against – they'll be playing against, like, there's real MLS teams in there, like top-tier teams.
He'll kill them. So, listen – now that we're on the subject, I wanted to bring this comment up. Sean Callahan said Chris was hanging out watching Miami FC. Is that life? Because talking about how we got late. Because earlier I was watching Miami FC. Yeah, they were on. Yeah, guys. Hey, you guys love this. For those of you that love the historical U.S. Open Cup, I think the most viewers I saw was like 850 viewers on the YouTube U.S. soccer platform.
That's not that bad for a Miami FC game.
Miami FC versus Naples United, no sé qué cosa. And I watched, and Miami FC scored 2 goals by the half. And shamelessly, I plugged our podcast in there. Said, if anybody wants to watch Inter Miami podcast, check us out, Batter Herons. And somebody's like, oh, Chris, you shamelessly plug your podcast. I'm like, absolutely. I'm going to go to another channel later on this week and be like, dude, if you guys like MLS content, go to the Batter MLS channel. What?
I wouldn't do that.
Why?
Because I'm not shameless, I guess.
What? Who cares? People started asking me about Messi and stuff, like if I'm like a reliable reporting source, like reporting.
Definitely not. Okay, but yeah, so Open Cup starts for IMCF2 this week against Miami United. And I really do hope that they look, if they beat Miami United, and I think Miami FC won today, like 4-0, I believe they play each other in the next round.
Yes, I will go to that.
If it's at FIU, I'll go also. If it's all the way up in Chase Stadium, I'm not going to make that drive. But if it's down here, I am absolutely going. I would love to go, and I'm going to support the IMCF2 guys. I'll definitely go out there for that. And I don't think I didn't see anybody in the chat say they were going. So I guess nobody down here in the chat is U.S. Open Cup hardcore fans.
I hope that you guys make it out, whether it's, Chase Stadium or FIU. Support the team since you guys love all this historical madness. Sean Callahan says that he's going. So, Oh,
there you go, Sean. I'm assuming Sean lives up north.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't find where to get tickets though. That's interesting. I don't know.
So just for those of you that are interested, you have to click the link that puts you into a page where you have to enter your information, your phone number, and you're going to get contacted for tickets. Now, by the way, I did all that and I still haven't received any tickets. I'm not going to go, but I'll give it to somebody if they want them, if I get them, if they're free. If they're not free, then I'm not paying to go to friggin' Broward.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if it's at FIU though, I'm going. Absolutely.
Yes.
I would,
okay. Sean says that he lives down by us, but Works at the Hard Rock. Nice.
Oof,
Okay.
that's a far drive. Well, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
drive we make, I guess, to go to games.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. And Mike V said that he'd go if we make it to if we go, he goes to FIU. All right, Chris. Third kid time.
So third kid, I tried to find Buff Bagwell, but I ended up finding what is this guy? I don't know. This kid, this is Skinny McGee.
That's a real regular dude.
So this is a
picture.
yeah, this is a better picture. So here is the leaked third kit, right? With it's sort of like a light blue.
I like it.
It's light blue with red on it. I don't like that red, Danny.
No, that can't be red. That has to be pink. It just has to be the way the picture looks.
Red, dude.
No, wait. Why would they put red on there, Chris?
That is like red teacher grading pen red.
Why would they put red on it?
I don't know. Ask them. They're the one that put that red
pink,
grading.
Chris. When you see it, it's gonna be pink.
Guys, is this red or is this pink?
I don't care what it is. You know what it's going to be. It's going to be pink. Come on, Chris.
Pink. A robin egg blue. Is that even a color, Sean? I don't even believe you. I don't even believe you. Robin egg blue. I'm gonna Google this right now.
I personally love it. I love it. I love the blue, and I love the blue pink combo. I wish they would have figured out if they would have left pink on the actual badge. I don't like that they whited it out. But if they would have left pink on the badge, I think this kit would have been perfection. I love this blue. I love the white on the sleeves, the white across the collar with the pink accents. I love this kit. I just wish that they had more pink on the badge. And they have the old Adidas logo, like Soccer Daddy just pointed out, old Adidas logo, which is always a home run.
That is dope. Sean, you need to watch this show forever. Your contribution to this show is top 5 dead or alive. Robin egg blue is actually a color.
You thought he just made that up?
I did, yes. Robin egg blue. Who would have ever thought that was like a real thing?
Jay Vasquez knew. Look, he put this in the comment a while ago.
What?
You
and then wait, hold on, Rick. Now I got to see. Now I got to check this rabbit hole. This rabbit hole. Periwinkle blue. Is that periwinkle blue? There's no way that's a color. Oh my goodness, it is a color. It's not this color, but it's a color. Well, you guys are like multifaceted with your colors out here.
No, it's owned by Crayola. Chris, you sleeping. So
you didn't know about these color names?
Yeah, but I don't doubt it because a bunch of crazy Jay-Z has a Jay-Z blue. Like literally, there's Jay-Z blue out there. Like there's a billion colors. Chris, your thoughts on the kit?
I like it if it's pink. If it's red, I don't like it. But it's dope. I thought that they'd get a little bit more creative, sort of like very Miami Vice-ish. I'm telling you right now, ever since seeing the kind of kits that Miami FC puts out, like like my standards are super high now.
Go buy one.
Like I might because Miami FC actually puts.
I might, yeah.
I
like it so much, but I'm not gonna buy it.
Well, Miami FC puts together way better kits than this garbage.
Go buy it.
I'm thinking about it.
Nah. Look, I'm not a big fan of Adidas, to be perfectly honest with you, but I think that this is a nice clean kit. I already like it.
Amanda says we're an elite company with the old Adidas logo. Heard they were only giving it to top teams. Yep.
Yeah, you have to sell a certain amount of kits the season prior to get a third kit. And obviously Miami's going to always hit that as long as Messi's here. So we'll be getting third kits for a couple years coming.
You know what? I think I'm gonna get a freaking Miami FC kit. How about that? When I go watch the game in FIU, I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah. Go buy it and wear it and root against.
Well, I'm not gonna wear it. I'm gonna bag it. Yeah. I'm gonna bag it and tag it, and then I'll wear it in the privacy of my own home.
You're a piece of crap.
Maybe I'm gonna start a Miami FC podcast. Shut up.
You know they have we tried to get
yeah. I actually put that. I put that in the video.
We had how many? We had like 40, 50 subscribers back then. And we were trying to
blew us off.
It was like it was a supporters group person, and their name was Beards or something with Beards, no? And yeah, they want no parts of us.
I think they had 99 followers, and I followed them to make it 100. And I messaged them like, dude, I'm your 100th follower. Like, can you come on the show? And they didn't answer. They just blew me off. I said, I'm going to take away my follower. You're going to stay at 99, buddy. Get out of here.
I remember that. Yeah. We must missions to try to get some of these guests on from Opposing Up podcast.
Yeah.
Final topic, Miami Freedom Park. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with Peter Brown and Uncle Ed, they've been putting up videos of the construction. There's been drone videos going around on Twitter accounts. And if you basically just ride the Miami monorail, you'll see it as you go past the airport. It's definitely on its way up. And starting next week, for some season ticket holders already got some emails. People are going to start going and already start picking their seats. I have an appointment for next Monday. I don't know if anybody in the chat has, but one of the reasons I brought this up is I'm kind of curious how many people in the chat have gotten this email. And Chris, how do you think this is going to go? Because Chris was really disappointed when I told him that the appointments look like they're 15-minute slots. Chris said that he wanted a full hour. He said he wanted to be wined and dined for an hour while he got to pick his seat. I don't know what Chris thinks of life and how much time do you think we have? Like, you pick your seat, Chris.
So hold on.
Section you want to sit in as in beforehand anyway.
So first of all, Sergeant Danny doesn't want to get press passes. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. We're not press. We're not getting press passes, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Rick A says the office is in Wynwood. Mike, if you're still here, because Mike's got season tickets, with you and your 6 seats, because Mike has 6 seats. Imagine Mike running in for a 15-minute, little session to pick 6 seats. I'd feel disrespected.
Why?
I need more time. I need at least an hour. I want like a virtual
section. You're not picking 6 different seats.
Hold on. Keep talking.
I'm just saying, but what's the big, like, you're not picking 6 different seats. And I doubt that they put the clock on at 15 minutes. And once the 15 minutes are up, they kick you out. But you're not going to get an hour and a half. Like, they're probably going to have like a little model. They'll show you what the view is like.
Disappointing. Listen, I expected that you'd walk in full wine and dine, like champagne, really decent mid sort of wine. You walk in, okay, and they give you one of these bad boys. You strap on the little VR, and you kind of get to view like all of the seats and stuff. And I can't even see you, so you could be doing whatever the hell you're doing. But you do that, and then you can see your seats. You can be able to see the stadium, take a virtual tour of the locker rooms. I want to know how the bathrooms look like in this place, Danny.
What does that have to do with you picking your seat?
I don't care. I need that because you're literally trying to wine and dine me to keep me to get the seat to
Chris,
get the
at
ticket.
what point over the last 2 or 3, the last 2 years, at what point over the last 2 years have you felt that they've tried to wine and dine you?
Okay, well, guess what?
Chris, they're not even giving us our seats. It's not going to change, Chris. And guess what? You're going to renew your stupid tickets anyway.
I don't know if I'm gonna renew them, Danny. If I don't get one of these, if I don't get a VR tour at the minimum, and I don't get to see how the bathrooms look, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
All right.
I'm just saying, look, I feel like 15 minutes is a slap in the face. Can we agree with that? I don't think drive to Wynwood, 15 minutes.
I doubt it's 15 minutes. I really do. Doubt it's 15 minutes. I think that's how the appointments go. And I think I chose 11 o'clock. And I'm assuming that immediately eliminated 11:15.
Listen, Mike V speaking the truth right here. They need to treat me like I'm buying a house in the Gables with caviar and real champagne. No sparkling wine BS. Oh,
you know who they're gonna treat like that? They're gonna treat like that after all the dumbasses like us that are gonna choose their seats first, right? After they get done with that first wave of people that go and immediately choose a seat, and all of a sudden they're sitting there, they're like, damn, we haven't sold as many seats as we thought. The next group of people that they start trying to recruit, those are the people that are going to get wine and dined. So if you want to get wine and dined, you hold out. But if you're going to be one like me, I'm going to be one of those dumbasses that picks his seats next week. I'm not gonna get wine and I'm not expecting to get wine and dine. I just
But
want
you
to make sure I
should.
get to pick the seat that I like. I just want to pick a seat that I'm happy with. I want to get there early, and I want to make sure I get to pick my seat. This seat, I'm happy with this seat. That's what I'm looking for. If you want to get wine and dine, I suggest you hold off on picking your seat because they are going to wine and dine some people. They're going to start calling people like, yo, don't you want season tickets? That's going to happen. I am 100% sure that that's going to happen, but that's going to happen in a couple of months. After the first wave of people is done, and they're like, oh, man, we don't have as many season ticket holders as we thought we did or that we were, and we need to step up our game, then they're going to start calling you. Then they're going to start offering you things, and that's going to happen. But if you want to get your first pick of the pie, you're not going to get wine and dine. Okay.
Listen, but Sargent, look, 15 minutes is hella short by Sargent. Stancy's saying they probably give appointments at 15 minutes. If they give appointments at 15-minute interval, Stancy, that means, let's just say hypothetically.
But they have a few people working probably.
No. Let's say you and I have the same rep. You have an appointment at 2:30. I have one at 2:45.
No, but that's the thing. If I chose my appointment at 2:30, 2:45 probably wasn't available after I picked 2:30 is what I'm telling you.
I guarantee you it's still available.
How do you know that?
I'm walking in right when you're walking out. She's got to kick your ass out. Did you get your tickets? Nope. Get out of here.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you want to get wine and dined, you wait a couple months, and I'm almost 100% sure that you will. They'll be trying to recruit people. But if you want your first pick of the litter, like you want to be able to pick your seat, they know people like us. They know that what we're worried about is I want to make sure I get the seat that I want. And do you think you need to wine and dine people like me? No, I just want to make sure that I'm happy with the seats I get. So I don't think that we need to get wine and dine because they know that we just want to get the seats that we're happy with.
Augustine says, KBD, you'd be rich by now if you earned $1 for every time you annoy or disappoint Daddy.
Absolutely. And he does it so much more often than you guys realize. He does this on a regular basis. He'll call me
bad on the show.
I know. He'll call me just to say something stupid.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, Danny, look, in all seriousness, let's say they do separate 15-minute intervals and you get taken care of and I come in an hour or whatever.
No, probably half an hour, but yeah.
I still feel like if they're going to wine and dine people who didn't renew their seats like this year, and they know that they're possible retaining sort of customers, right? If they wine and dine those people and we've been paying season after season,
the thing is, because you have to convince them.
That's grimy.
No, but think about it. Like think of it like as if you own a business, Chris. Like just be smart about it. There's customers that you know you got them.
Yeah.
So do you really need to spend extra effort? And I know that sounds messed up, but are you going to really put extra effort if you know they're going to come anyway? Probably not. Maybe if you want to be generous and like show that you're thankful, you'll do a thing here or there, but you got them already. The people that you really have to work hard for is the ones that you're trying to get that aren't there. And those are the smart people. But in this aspect, in this business transaction right now, what I want is I want to get the seat that I want. And if I play the long game and wait to get wine and dined, by the time I choose my seat, I might not get the seat that I want because it won't be available. And to me, I want the seat that makes me happy more than getting wine and dined. I don't need the VRs. I don't need the Grey Poupon like Mike V. I just want to make sure that I'm happy with whatever seats I get because I plan. Look, I don't have season tickets to any other sport. All my sports teams play in New York. This is the only Miami team that I really root for, like hardcore, right? I support other Miami teams, but this is my team. And I'm going to be going to the stadium from now until who knows when, hopefully until I die. So I just want to make sure that I get the seats that I want and that those are my seats from now until who knows whenever. And that's what I want. And that starts next week for me.
So Mike B is asking and Mr. Krabs asking, when's it happening? You guys got to check your emails, see if you got a email from your rep to be able to set up an appointment. If not, contact your rep and speak to them about it. And then Sean is bringing up a good point here. I just got rid of my season ticket holders, my season ticket, whatever. And they've already tried to get me back for Miami Freedom Park.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. You're right.
Wine and dine. They're going to get wine and dine, and that's okay. And I get it because they need to win them back. But
yeah,
I I want first dibs, man. When I saw that the appointments were available, I got the earliest time on the very first day, and that's what I did because when the seasons went on sale back in October or November of 2019, the tickets went on sale at 10 in the morning. By like 10:03, I already had my season tickets. Like this is my team, and I just want to be out there. That's all I want. So
Mike B, you got to get in touch with your rep, bro. He says his rep blows chunks.
And I believe they're doing it by seniority, Mike B. So I don't know when you got your season tickets, but it's going by seniority. So it all depends on when. Chris, have you gotten an email yet? No, right?
No, not yet, because I wasn't at day one.
It goes by seniority. So
far, the people that the people that I know that have gotten in touch with are the people that were like day one people. They got in touch with you. They got in touch with Mike that sits next to us. For the most part,
2019 also. So I don't know why you haven't gotten it, Mike.
Oh, Mike V, you need to call your freaking rep, buddy.
Yeah,
and you had 6 tickets when you got them, and they didn't call you. You need to call right now.
Yeah, I remember when they did. They gave out little cards with like member numbers, and that's when I found out that I was within the first 100 ever season ticket holders. So, yeah, I've been there for a while.
Sean Callahan saying you could have sold your IMCF 2021 gift box for $300 on eBay.
I still have like 5 of those.
Yeah.
I still have like 5 of those things. All right. Fun episode, Chris. Just talking a little bit of everything. And Scheme 9's asking what sneakers. I worked today. I was wearing Wolf and Shepherd shoes today with a suit. So no sneakers today. But yeah, I am a big sneakerhead. Chris, final thoughts.
Final thoughts is this was like you said, it's a good episode. We went over a lot of fun stuff. Yeah. Talked a little bit Messi. And we also talked a little bit about the team not looking how it looks without Messi. Messi disclaimer. We love Messi. Messi the GOAT. Messi the great. Okay.
And if you haven't already, go get your Messi merch on batteredfans.com. Get your Yannick Bright merch, batteredfans.com. Got a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, one last disappointment. That's it, Augustine. I'm done. Until the next show.
We don't know if we're going to be back on Thursday. We're trying to get a guest right now for Thursday. And we don't know yet if he will be able to join us. So because of that, I don't want to say we'll be back on Thursday because unless something happens, even though today was fun, we really won't have too much to talk about. Yeah. So
we might get Miami FC'd.
So we have to wait to see if we'll be back on Thursday. But I guess I'll end it with this, right? Because somebody asked if we were going to gas bag. We're going to do Battered MLS Fans in a couple minutes. But I did want to go over one thing, even though Chris just gave me a dramatic face.
Just go over what you're going to say, and then we're going to answer that question.
All right. So somebody was talking about how they were selling the IMCF2 gift boxes from 2021 on eBay. Now, there was every beginning of baseball season. I'm misspeaking here. At the beginning of every baseball season, they usually come out with a couple collections of hats, right? Hats are big in the baseball world. Right now, I'm wearing my Yankee hat. So they came out with a hat this year that it has the team name and then the logo in the middle of the name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So when they came out with this, they came out with the Texas Rangers hat. And when I saw it, I immediately thought to myself, I want to get that just because I wanted to have it.
Yeah.
It went viral quickly. They took it off the shelves. Now it's selling for thousands of dollars on eBay for those few people that did get it. And for those of you that are not aware and have not seen it, I'm going to pull up the picture right now. So again, it's the Texas Rangers. What they did is they put the name of the team or the city across the hat, and they put the logo right in the middle. And that is how the Texas Rangers hat came out. Now, again, it sold for a week or so, and then it came off the shelves. But the lucky people that did end up getting it are now selling it on eBay for a pretty nickel. I wanted it just because I thought it was funny. I thought it would be fun to have. But nicely done, Texas Rangers and New Era that did not realize what they were doing.
Yeah, that was such an awful idea. Such an
That was
awful
hilarious.
idea.
Absolutely
it's
hilarious.
awful. But listen, before we end the show, what would you prefer to fight? 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? This is a great question. This is a great, Ricky. This is great. Danny, are you going to answer this, or you're just going to stay there? A horse-sized duck. So the size of a horse, one horse-sized duck, or
I can
100.
run away from a horse-sized duck.
Can you? I mean,
Yes.
they could fly towards you. You're cooked. That one horse-sized duck can fly to you, and you're done.
Give me the duck. Because I think about kicking all the horses, but it's 100 of them. It's too many. I'd fight the big ass duck.
Oh, but then it says, "Give me the duck too." So, and
Was
then
it on
also
this show?
Mataskovic-
Was it on this show or was it on the Battered Jets fans? Or was it on the Dolphins show? I don't know. I've done so many shows. I've cut it down quite a bit, guys. But we used to talk about how ducks were like the rapey animals in
Yes, I
Animal
remember bringing
Kingdom.
that. Yes, I remember talking about.
Was it on
that,
here?
yes.
Was it on the Battered
Yeah.
Herons or was it another
I think
show?
it was. I think it was here. Yes.
Did you guys know that ducks rape? Like they're the rapey animals.
Yes, they
It's
are.
wild. I had no idea. I found this out a couple years ago. Ducks rape. I'm
I
not
would
sure how
take
we
on
got
the.
here.
I would take on the mini horses. 100. Give me 100 mini horses.
All right, well, that's enough gas bagging. Let's get on to the Battered MLS Fans show. If you have nothing else to do, want to keep hanging out, Battered MLS Fans, that's the YouTube channel. Go ahead, jump on. We'll be on in about 2 or 3 minutes. If you are listening on audio, we appreciate you listening all the way to the end. Please leave stars, 5 stars, comment, review, all that good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. And for those of you in the chat, as always, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us for the last 58 minutes. You guys are the best part of the show. And we'll be back possibly Thursday. If not, just keep up with us on Twitter and make sure you put that little bell notification on YouTube to make sure that you are with us whenever we do come back. And Alejandro, Dolphins also do that. My understanding is that they don't do that. Dolphins are the only ones that fornicate for fun, is what I've heard, which is wild.
Yeah.
But that's the only animal that does that. All right. Appreciate you guys. And again, Battered MLS Fans. So until the next one, have a good one.